When working with Microsoft or Google Forms, we often will end up with the data in a spreadsheet. This is typically a nice way for people to organize and use filters and that kind of controls. However, a lot of people don't like to work within the spreadsheet. So I'm going to show you an easy way to take this information and convert it into a document. So I'm going to take a look at the data I've got here. This is a form that people have filled out, and there's some information in here. I'm only interested in, let's say, the candidate and the comment information. I don't want anything else. So I'm going to start by selecting this column. Just click on the letter, selects it all. Hold the Shift key down, and I can select whatever other columns I want. And I'm going to copy that information. I'm going to go into a new spreadsheet, and I'll paste that information there. Now, the reason we're going to paste this into the new sheet is because now we are going to sort it. And I always say never sort your original data because it's a great way for you to get things mixed up and your data can corrupt it. So we'll go into here, click sort, sort A to Z, and we should have all our information is now sorted exactly the way it should be. Right, let's copy this information. It's still selected. I'm going to copy that. And now I'm going to go into a Microsoft Word document. And I'll paste this information here. When you're pasting from Excel, it's basically a table. And when you bring it into Word, Word says, hey, I recognize that this is a table. I'm going to keep it in a table format. So as you can see, everything looks pretty much exactly the same. There's columns here for the names. There's columns here for the information. But when I click on here, I'm going to go up and see these two new menus that show up here. And the one we want to look at is layout. Now this layout is different from the page layout. This is talking about table design and table layout. I'm going to go into here and I'm going to select convert to text. What that's going to do is say, let's get rid of the tables. The default is tabs, which would give you kind of the same table look to it. But what we want is paragraphs. We want this stuff stacked on one on top of each other. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And now I have the person's name here followed by their data. Now it's just a matter of quickly formatting stuff. I'm just going to go and put in some headings here for these different names. There is all the different names. And then as it goes into here, there's Peter Parker, all of Peter Parker's stuff gets together and so on. Now, what I could do is I could just have Bruce Banner here, and then these other ones underneath here, I could just replace with like 3 dashes or something like that, because I don't need to repeat the name because it's kind of like this is the section here. These are all the different comments that I had in there.